everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is super exciting. I know everyone is going crazy over these items and I wanted to do a review on them for you. I actually asked you guys on my Twitter if you guys wanted to see this video and unanimously you all said yes. So that's what I'm doing today for you all. This is going to be a review on the new Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighters. I went through great lengths to try and find these things. I called 5 different Walgreens around me. I called them actually multiple times because I saw everyone on Instagram posting about these and my Walgreens did not get them in anytime soon after those posts, and I kept calling them and calling them. I actually finally went into one of the stores and she's like, "Are you the one who keeps calling?" I'm like, yeah, that was probably me. So I went through literally great lengths to try and find these, and I finally called one that was like 15 miles south of me and they were like, "We just got them in, I'm just unpacking them right now." I was like, you know what, I will see you in 20 minutes, and I finally found them. So I'm so happy to finally have these in my possession. I know they went online for sale on the Wet n Wild website yesterday, so if you want to get these and you could not find them in person, I'll leave the link down below on where to purchase these. Hopefully they haven't sold out yet, but I know that these are very hot items, so if you want them, snatch them up super soon. But I am obsessed with these, you guys. Can you see this glow? What's this? This is a $3.99 highlighter that again I found from Walgreens. I believe Rite is also carrying them. I know it's kind of popping up like randomly in different stores, so you just might have to check back or call and be annoying like I did. But it really worked out in my favor and I'm so happy I got them. I also purchased one of their multi-stick MegaGlos. Looks like this. It's kind of like the NARS illuminators. I don't know how I feel about this yet, but I will talk a little bit more in depth about this in the review. So if you want to see a review on these new products from Wet n Wild, then just keep on watching. So first of all, the packaging is super cute, very slim. There's 2 different colors. There's Precious Petals, which looks like this. It's the lightest of the 2. It's a beautiful like light champagne color. There's a little bit of an embossing on the powder because it is part of their like Lost in the Wildflowers collection, so it has a bunch of flower designs all over it. And then the other color is called Crown of My Canopy, which is definitely more of a rose gold color. This is perfect for darker skin tones. I would personally wear this as a blush topper on myself because it's a little bit dark for a highlighter on me, but this will look gorgeous on darker skin tones. So these are the 2 highlighters that they released. And then the multi-stick that they released, the only one I picked up is called Marigold Round. This is the lightest of the 3. They had one that looked more like a blush and they also had one that was more of like a bronzy stick. I only thought I would get use out of this one, so I purchased it. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit hard to work with. I don't really know if you have to dig through the product a lot to kind of get it to work. It's not very creamy in my opinion. I don't like putting it on my finger and then dotting it on because it's so thick. This is actually what I'm wearing underneath of one of the powder highlighters. I love the intense glow it gave my skin, but again, it was really hard to build up if you just wanted to wear it by itself. So this is perfect if you want to layer things on top of it. I think it'd be beautiful even as like an eyeshadow base. But I used my stippling brush and kind of just brushed it over the top and kind of applied it that way instead of like brushing it on with the applicator because it was really hard to blend out. I tried it and I wasn't really a fan of it, but I'll show you the color. It is really pretty. Again, it's like a really nice light champagne pinky color. I don't know, it's so pretty. I just wish it was a little bit creamier and easier to work with. Again, I don't know if it's gonna become that way once I start going through the product and it kind of gets down there, but it just seemed a little bit hard to work with at first. But I do like this. If you are looking for something a little bit more of a cream highlighter from the drugstore that you haven't liked yet, you might want to try this out. I know they're not as popular as the powder ones, but I still think it's a nice find. Moving on to my favorite part of this video. I'm so excited to talk about these. These are absolutely amazing. If you put this in front of me and I had my eyes closed and I was applying this on my face next to one of my Becca highlighters, which I will show you the comparison between the 2, I would have never guessed that this was a $3.99 highlighter from the drugstore. This formula is absolutely amazing. It's so buttery, it's so pigmented. I mean, it just glided on my skin. Like, look at the glow it gave my skin. I'm absolutely amazed. It just looks so stunning, and I did pack it on because I wanted to see how intense I can get it, but like I only dabbed my brush in here a little bit and that is the glow I got. So you don't need a lot. This is so pigmented. I'm gonna show you a couple dupes that I found for each one. So if you couldn't get your hands on these, you might have something similar at home already, but just kind of to let you guys know. So this is Precious Petals. This is my favorite one. It's like a really nice kind of peachy gold. It's right there. It is just so pretty. Okay, so that is what Precious Petals looks like. Can you see how gorgeous of a glow that is? I love how this is not shimmery or glittery. It's just a gorgeous glow. So if you don't like anything like that, I know a lot of illuminators that I personally like are a little bit more shimmery. Some of the Becca ones can kind of pull off that way, but this is just, you can see it from all the way back here, girl. Look at that. Oh my God. I still can't believe that this is literally from the drugstore. I'm flabbergasted. It's gorgeous. So the other couple dupes that I wanted to show you guys, this is from Wet n Wild as well. This was in their Fergie packaging. I know they came out with it again. So this is in the color Hollywood Boulevard. I don't know what it's called now. I will link it down below for you all. But this has a little bit more marbling in it, so you have to swirl them all together, and is somewhat similar. It's a little bit more gold than peachy, unlike the Precious Petals, but I just wanted to show you guys. So the Precious Petals is closer to my thumb, and then Hollywood Boulevard is right next to that. So you can see it's a little bit more gold. Precious Petals is definitely more peachy, but they're very similar. I personally don't like the formula of these as much as their newer ones. I did like these at first, but then when they came out these, I was like, whoa, this is 10 times better than this. If you like the color of this but you can't get your hands on it, I would definitely try this one. So the other two I want to compare are both by Becca. I have Opal and Champagne Pop. So Champagne Pop, I feel like it's going to be a little bit closer because it is a little bit more of a peachy undertone. So I will show you guys them side by side so you can kind of see the resemblance. This one again looks a little bit more like cool toned. I also want you guys to remember that on everyone's skin tone, these are gonna look a little bit different depending on your undertone. So with me, I have more of a neutral undertone, so things can pull either way depending on what blush and bronzer I'm wearing underneath it as well. So I just want to mention that. So this is Precious Petals, and then this is the Champagne Pop. It's kind of hard to see, but Champagne Pop is definitely more gold and peachy, while Precious Petals is still peachy, but it is a little bit more pink. So definitely that true champagne highlighter. And next to Opal, I think these two are the closest in resemblance in terms of color-wise. Just so you guys can see the difference between them. I'm gonna swatch Opal next to it as well. I'm honestly not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of Opal. I don't know why, it just kind of looks muddy on my skin. But Opal is down here kind of swatched across my wrist. And you can see it's definitely the closest one to Precious Petals by Wet n Wild. This is Precious Petals swatched right down here, and this is Opal. So it's definitely the closest one. I don't think there is an exact dupe for it that I have found. And honestly, I like the Wet n Wild one way more than the Becca one. I'm not gonna lie. Save yourself a ton of money. Okay, now moving on to the other color. This is in the color Crown of My Canopy, which is their like rose goldy shade. Again, I would use this personally as a blush topper, but it would look gorgeous on deeper skin tones as a highlighter because it's just that beautiful, really warm undertoned rose gold. All right, so this is what Crown of My Canopy looks like. And I'm gonna show you guys a couple of dupes that I have found that I think are very similar. So again, Wet n Wild by Fergie. This is in the color Rose Golden Goddess. It's a little bit more orangey and bronzy. This is the Fergie one, and this is the Crown of My Canopy. Both by Wet n Wild. Just depends on kind of like what you're looking for and what you think will work well with your skin tone. I really like the newer formula of the highlighters. The baked ones can be a little chalky depending on how much you want to pack on your skin, so just be wary of that. The other color I want to compare it to is Cheeky Bronze, which is a mineralized skin finish from MAC. So that is Cheeky Bronze, which is actually a lot closer to Crown of My Canopy than this one. It kind of has that same like iridescent glow to it as well, so it look beautiful on the cheeks, which again I love as a blush. And then the last dupe I have for it is Rose Gold by Becca. I'm going to show you guys these two together because I think this is the closest one actually. So this is Rose Gold by Becca, and this is the Wet n Wild one. So you guys can see they are so similar. It's like a true rose gold. It's so pretty. Okay, so this is the Becca Rose Gold. So similar. And this is the Crown of Canopy one from Wet n Wild. That's definitely the closest dupe that I think matches. So all in all, I think these are absolutely amazing. I think they're a must. I think you guys should go stock your Walgreens and your Rite Aids and go find these if you can. I'm so glad they finally brought them out online. So I'll leave a link down below in the description box so you guys can find them online if you want to purchase them yourself. I'm definitely going to be purchasing some more backups online because this is my shit. Like this, look at that. I cannot believe that this is a $3.99 highlighter. Of course I have this underneath it, but this by itself is insanely pigmented. This didn't really do too much for that. I mean, come on. Come on. They are so good. All right, so if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I love you all, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.